I make a joke and I say I don't think you can teach anyone past the age of 10 years old anything, but you can inspire them.
Mm.
So for me, showing up as a teacher, if I believe that, and I do, means that I have to model authenticity. And I also have to, this is the last part of the book is congruent, where I say, I quote Andre Gide, where he says, it is better to be hated for who you are than to be loved for who you are not. So we're taught to put on these facades and to talk about status symbols like the hotels we stay in and if we fly. Everyone here talks about fucking. So sorry. If they fly coach or if they fly business or first class or private, and it's just like it's the weirdest thing in the world to me. Half the time I'm just sitting there and some people virtue signal. They're like, I flew coach, or and I'll be like, like it's like yeah, it's the things that people talk about in order to try to gain love and acceptance are bizarre. There's a quote that Bruce Fink said it at this last. He translated a lot of Lacan's work at Clee and whatnot. He said, every speech act is a request for love. Anytime anyone uses a word, they're actually saying, love me, love me, love me. And so when I'm sitting there in the cafes and I hear people talking about status symbols, which is essentially affinity grouping, they're looking for their tribe, but they're doing this in this elitist manner where they're like, oh, you have a $4,000 handbag? I have a $4,000 handbag. We can be friends. I'm not going to be friends with someone with a $1,000 handbag. That's beneath me. We're the $4,000 handbag tribe. And there's football fan tribes, and there's motorcycle tribes, and there's intellectual tribes, and there's art tribes. But it's, we're all looking for the same thing. I quote Ram Dass, we're all just walking each other home.